Hey, welcome to the DanjA Zone. It's Ashley. Everything in this video was found on a public domain. Lots of love and many blessings your way. And a very special thank you to a very special friend. Go Blue! A few Sundays back, Harry and Meghan supposedly took Archie to this pub for Sunday dinner called Rose and Crown. Here are the pictures that have since been released in the last 12-13 hours of their visit to Rose and Crown. Aside from the metadata of these pictures showing 9/17/2019, I just don't think this is Prince Harry, Meghan, or Archie, and I'll show you why. They're very much doubles in my opinion. I'd like to hear your opinion. This was a total PR move, you guys, from the jump. They were coming through all of that hellacious aftermath of taking those private jet flights after telling everybody they're having 2 children to save the planet. We all should do our share to reduce our carbon footprint, and we all know the rules don't apply to these people. But they had to look down to earth. They had to look common. First off, Meghan's hair, and I get the hair weaves and the wigs. I'm a hairstylist by trade. I can spot that stuff a mile away. The hair on this Meghan character, even in a blurry, grainy picture, is real thick. Super top heavy, and she doesn't have real thick, top heavy hair. Speaking of hair, let's take a look at Archie's hair. Remember everybody talking about his red locks? And there's quite a few shades of red, but natural red I don't think comes in this dark, nor does it match up to any color in any picture we've seen of him yet. And like my good friend pointed out, since when are the staff, the security, allowed to eat on duty when they're there to protect? They're too involved in their meal, not focusing on the safety of this family. So what I did was I took my program and I ran their pictures into it. I did some double exposures, some overlays, and here's what I discovered. Here's a picture of Prince Harry. I took this headshot. It's exactly the same size as the Harry's picture in the pub. I marked his ears, and as you can see, they're way lower than the Harry in the pub's ears. Not only are pub Harry's ears higher, but his nose is broader and his eyes are beadier. And his chin is sharper. Sort of like a leprechaun. My apologies, Pub Harry. I'm sorry. Here, I took the overlays and I split them in half. And you can see Harry and Pub Harry side by side. Do you see the differences? They're very obvious. Like I said, the higher ears, the beady eyes, the wider bridge of the nose. It's ridiculous. And here's baby Archie again. I searched for a bonnet or a head wrap on this child, and there is none. That's his hair. It's a little too dark, in my opinion, for red locks. Now back to Meghan. Her hair is so heavy on top, and we all know that Meghan's hair's thinnest at the top. And like I mentioned earlier, this is supposed to be their security. They're too engrossed in their meal to watch out for their safety. I hate that they think they can insult everybody's intelligence. That's what bothers me the most. And the Meghan in the pub just a few Sundays ago is super thin in comparison to the Meghan at SmartWorks just over the weekend. They're trying so hard, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Why are they trying too hard? And I want to say a big thank you to Natural Mystic. I appreciate you very much. This puke-worthy article just came out. Listen to this. Doria Raglan, Meghan's mom, has inspired a new romantic book. This lady named Jasmine Jalori, and I know I mispronounced that, has written this book based on Doria and Meghan. Remember how she turned down the invite to the Queens for Christmas? And it reads, the plot follows Vivian Forrest, who joins her daughter, a stylist, on a trip across the Atlantic. It isn't long before Vivian finds herself romantically entangled with Malcolm, the Queen's charming private secretary. And it goes on talking about how Vivian Forrest raised her stylish daughter all by herself as a hard-working single mother. And if I were Thomas, I would make so much noise about this, even though it's fiction. There's an implication behind it, and it doesn't make him look good. As a dad, let me tell you, Oprah is all in, you guys. And we all knew that was coming. We talked about that in the very beginning. And before it's all said and done, Oprah's going to be sleeping in the Queen's bed. This stuff runs deep, and we'll talk about that in my upcoming video. But Doria didn't even raise Meghan. Nobody can find proof that she was around during Meghan's childhood. But we know her dad was there, hands on, full force. Maybe it should be about Thomas going with his stylish daughter across the Atlantic, falling in love with the lady that gets the Queen dressed in the mornings. And they're trying to accuse the Markle side of the family for cashing in on Meghan's fame. A few thousand here and there is nothing in comparison to Doria, who's a new millionaire, you guys. I don't think she got that with her social work or teaching yoga classes. You guys, from George Clooney in a mall, Elton John, Ellen, Oprah, the Soho weirdos. Buckingham Palace is going to have more clowns running through it than Barnum and Bailey. I'll see you soon, and we'll talk fast. Stay safe and be blessed.